Welcome to Success Through Failure. This is Nate. I'm PJ.
How's it going, guys?
And today we're going to talk about how answering questions the correct way can lead to better sales.
Right.
All right. So take us away.
I think the whole thing here with questions is they're obviously pretty interested. I don't see a lot of people, in the majority, messaging you on eBay for no reason.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of the questions you get are leading to something. You're, of course, going to get the 1 out of 10. I would say it's about 15% that are garbage questions. Like, hey, if you're selling an item for $10, hey, can you do 2 of them for $6? Right. Like, that's a garbage question. Of course you can't.
Right.
Okay? So, I usually don't even respond to those. Okay. That's another thing. On stupid things, just straight idiot things, it's never going to be a sale anyways. The best thing to do is just not answer it.
Right.
Because then you don't come off like a jerk. It doesn't do anything. Like, of course I won't sell it for that, you idiot. Like, that doesn't do anything.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So, just the worst case, just don't say anything.
Okay.
But yeah, this is a very simple thing. When a person asks you a question, you got to really analyze what they're saying.
Right.
And, like, hey, what if I wanted to get 3 of these? Can you give me a better price? Now, you can do one of 2 things. You can either give him the better price, but how do you know what price he wants?
Right.
Right? You want to give as little as you can because you want to make as much as you can. Or, I like to do what I call like a call to action question. How much do you want them for to buy them right now? Is a common thing that I would respond with.
Right.
So that will tell you, I'm going to give you the most, I've been selling stuff my entire life. And I can tell you that I got taught this by one of my friends who actually sells Lamborghinis here in Southern California. He's a car salesman, that's true, but he sells Lamborghinis. So he gets dealt with all the guys that are talking big all the time.
Right.
But he's seriously one of the best sales guys I've ever met, right? And that's his thing. And that's what I'd always tell you to do. And all the back and forth, what is it going to take for you to buy this today? And
that'll weed out the people who aren't serious too, and then that saves you time and energy.
Pretty much it.
Yeah.
And the second thing is, so, if he's asked, let's say, again, let's say we're selling TVs. And we got 40-inch TVs. Right. And he says, hey, what's the best price? This is a common question. What's the best price you can give me on 2? They act like they're buying 50. They don't realize that you're selling 10 of these a day. Yeah. To them, 2 is a lot. Right. But it's not. Right? But you have to humor them, right? Like, so, because they don't know. Right. They're probably working a 9-to-5 desk job. But for a sales guy, like, you can't, 2 TVs isn't going to make or break you. You know what I mean? But anyways, he'll act like it's like a big deal. So you don't want to say, hey, it's nothing, idiot. You know what I mean? Right. Like, again, you want to sell stuff. So I always put that. So if you're selling the TVs, let's just say for $100 a piece, he goes, hey, what's the best price you can give me on 2? I'll always come back with, what's the price that you want to where you'll buy it right now? Yeah. And if he gives you the price that you want, let's say let's say you're into the TVs for $60, so you're making $40 a TV. Okay. So if you sell 1, you're going to make $40, right? You better make sure if you're going to sell 2, you're going to make more than $40. Right. Right? It's just common sense, guys. So we got to use common sense. Right. Know our numbers. Know our margins, which we'll go into later. You got to really know your costs, your margins, after eBay fees, after everything. How much are you going to make on this item? Key thing. Right. So after that, you say, figure, I'm going to make an extra $20. He comes back and says, okay, I want them for $80 a piece. Right. So I'm going to say $40. If it works for you, say yes. Don't try to be like, oh, how about 85? Right. He already said he's kind of giving you his non-official word. Right. I'm willing, because you asked him, what will it take you? Right. And once you tell him yes, right, even though there's no contract, I found about 85% of the time, which is pretty strong, that they're going to go ahead and then they're going to buy it because you gave them what they wanted. Right. And I kind of say things like that. Okay, I'm going to give you what you asked for. Yeah. So I have set up a buy it now button for you and you go and adjust your listing,
Mm-hmm.
buy it now for $85. Here's the linker. It's all set up for you. I did what you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make sure you let them know that you did exactly what they asked for.
Right. Take the sale, move on to the next.
They feel compelled to buy.
Mm-hmm.
So with that little question, I can tell you right there. Because what if he would have spent $85? He was willing to spend $85 on TV, but what if you were willing to go down to $60?
Mm-hmm.
And you were going to say $60?
Right.
And there'll be a lot of times where he's going to be like, hey, I want 2 for this.
Right.
Okay, so let's save. Now, we went over the scenario if it was a good enough answer and you said, yes, I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
That's right?
Right.
Cool. Now, what if they give you an answer that it doesn't work?
Uh-huh.
All right, so I'm going to tell you guys how to handle that too. So, again, we'll go to the 2 TV scenarios. You're paying $40 a TV. He wants 2 TVs. He wants to see what's the best deal you price you can give me on 2 TVs. You say, hey, how about $70 a TV? That's saving you $60. You're still making $30 a TV, guys. He goes, no, I want them for $40 each.
Right.
Which is what you pay for them.
Right.
Right? Common thing, a guy's going to try to play, let's make a deal.
Right.
The very thing is, you don't say, no way, dude, that's crazy. Send.
Right.
That's not going to get you a sale.
Right.
And you're already invested.
Mm-hmm.
So you might as well just stay locked in for, as it will get annoying sometimes. You may be in a bad mood. You may be having a bad day.
Right.
And you really want to become a keyboard warrior and be like, that is just ridiculous. You know, I do that. I have to fight that all the time. Because you will get some stupid questions, right? But you're already invested.
Right.
That's you have to keep touching. I'm already invested. What if I can make a sale out of this?
Mm-hmm.
So the simple response is, you know what? I can't do it for that, but I'd really love to help you out, and I'd really love for you to buy this TV. It's a great TV.
Right.
How about we do 2 of them at $60 each? Yeah. So now I'm making $20 TV. And so usually you want to go in between the middle. The first offer you give him, you want to have some room because he's almost always going to counter.
Right.
So make sure on your first offer you have room to counter.
Mm-hmm.
Or unless you're a very busy guy, you're just going to be like, hey, he says, what's the best you can do on this TV that you have this for? My best offer is $70 and I'm firm. Then say that. If you don't want to keep going back and forth, if you don't have the time, tell him that you're firm at 70 right there. This is a slamming deal. I'm firm at 70. I already changed the price for it right now. I'll leave it like that for today only.
Okay.
Give them, you have to set a time for them.
Right.
You have to make a call to action right away. I'm going to give you this deal, but I'm only going to give you this amount of time.
Right.
Now, you can't do like 30 minutes or like an hour because I don't think it's enough with the online market. You never know. He could be at work.
Right.
You know, he could have to go pick up his kids. You know what I mean? Like to where he just doesn't want to juggle doing those things.
What would be the minimum that you...
I would give him 24 hours.
Okay.
I give him 24 hours. You know what I mean? Like, because we're not, just, you know, me and PJ, we're not like, it's all about the hustle. It's all about the scam. It's all about what...
Right.
That's not how you're going to keep getting good sales. But you do have to create a deadline for somebody.
Right.
And so what you don't know is you don't know what the size of purchases is for somebody.
Yeah.
Right? We don't know his economic situation.
Uh-huh.
And I want to be sensitive with that. So, like, say if that $100 is a lot to him.
Right.
He may need to go talk to his wife.
Yeah.
He may need to talk to his brother or whoever he's going to be sharing this item with, or you don't know. And we want to do that.
Totally. Yeah.
We're not like, hey, you got to, you know.
Yeah.
So 24 hours, that can get done.
Right.
And, you know, hey, by this time tomorrow, you know, I'll give you till, I always say, I'll give you till tomorrow to get it done. And then I leave like a little note to myself to change that item.
Okay.
You know, to go back into my Ink Frog. By the way, if you're not using Ink Frog for eBay, you should. I'll go into my Ink Frog and change the price, which only takes me about 5 seconds compared to about 3 or 4 minutes or 5 minutes on eBay.
Right.
So that again, that also makes it easier for you to wheel and deal your items because you're not. I would find myself telling people before I started using Ink Frog, you know, I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to go in there and redo it. I'll make these 25 different clicks that I got to do on eBay where I can make 2 now on Ink Frog. It's no problem. I'll do it right now. You want to do it? Let's go. Boom.
Yeah.
So, that I tell you is what I would do.
Okay.
I would give him 20. I would give him till the next day.
Okay. Awesome.
And you know, then it's up to you if it expires and he comes to you 2 days later and says, "Hey, is there any way you could do it for that?" You need to you know, address your own situation.
Right.
Make what's best for you.
Yeah. So big thing, like, price is obviously a huge factor in why people are buying, but it's not the only factor, right? People buy for all kinds of reasons. You
Right.
know? They like that you spend the extra time. They like that you brought up,
Right.
shared interest, or
Right.
they like the joke you put out there. So,
Right.
take the extra time, put your ego aside, and
I think that's a good point you just brought up. There's also one more thing besides price.
Okay.
The thing you want to do besides the price is also say little things like, if you want to get it, I can ship it today if you order it by this time.
Okay. Right.
This is, everybody's in a hurry this day and age. Everybody wants it now.
Right.
And where eBay struggles is they don't have like Amazon Prime.
Right.
Yet.
Uh-huh.
So I would tell you, if you can tell them, hey, if you order it by 2:00 today, I will ship it today.
Yeah.
That will give him a call to action.
Mm-hmm.
So like you said, that's a way of not even discounting the price. You can be like, you know what? I can give it to you for this, and I can ship it today if you order it by then.
Right.
Because maybe you're sitting on your couch doing nothing.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty easy to ship it by today, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He doesn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So you can make it sound in your message that you're stopping everything and you're going to ship his stuff today. You're going to make him the number one priority. Who doesn't love that?
Right.
I like it.
Totally. Absolutely.
So that's a great point that you bring up. You can also say in the message how quickly you're going to ship it.
Yeah.
So people are looking now, I notice a lot more on eBay about where you're located compared to where they are located.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's another thing. If like again, if you're selling a TV set and then the other guy's selling a TV set, but if this guy's in Arizona buying it, and you're in we're in California, so if we're in California and the other guy's selling it's way in New York, he may even pay $5 or $10 more for it via us,
Right.
to get it 2 or 3 days faster.
Right.
That's what I find.
Yeah.
So, you have to look at all those things.
Yeah.
And that's something you can bring up. Hey, I look, if you really want to get into him, you can look on his profile and see where he's located. It usually says where he's located. Or you can even ask him, hey, I'm close, man. I can ship this right away and you're going to get it quickly because I'm only in California.
Yeah.
That's going to make him excited.
Nice.
So, all those things.
Okay. Well, there you have it. Just some quick tips on how to convert a little bit more through messages.
Yep.
Again, please subscribe because we're gonna keep throwing all kinds of different videos. Comment below if you have any questions or
Yeah. Why don't you guys comment below about if you guys have any questions about messages that you guys are getting? Maybe you guys are selling stuff right now, and you guys don't think that you're getting a good enough return on your messages. Yeah. Give us the scenario of what you did, and we'll tell you what we would have said.
Yeah, perfect.
All right.
Till next time.